Stas23 here. In today's knife therapy, I got 6 new knives to show y'all, including a Grail of Mine when it comes to fixed blades. Not this particular one, but this is a good one too. Let's get started. First off, we have one coming from LT Wright. Pretty sure this is called the Frontier Valley. I don't know why I haven't picked up more LT Wright blades because they're always awesome. I just now took this one to the woods because I'm getting ready for my updated best EDC fixed blades video coming probably tomorrow or so. And this one will probably be on that list. Super lightweight, super comfortable, nice and slicey blade. The only thing I don't like, and I know why it's there, and I get it. Most people do like it. It's got a 90-degree spine on it, but it's super sharp. So my fingers being the way they are, whenever I put my thumb down, it's just uncomfortable because it grabs my thumb right there and kind of throws my nerves crazy. I don't know. So I'll probably knock that down like I normally do. I might, still leave it sharp, but not to where it's hurting my hands. It's got brown micarta, brass pins and tube, and this is the sheath that comes with it, just a generic sheath. I got another sheath that I'll probably be carrying it with, but that's the first one. Love it. I think it's a good looking knife, full flat grind. Yep, he makes some excellent fixed blades. So while we're talking about fixed blades, we'll get into the next fixed blade that I've been wanting for a long time, and here we go. It's one from Off Grid Knives. I love me some Off Grid knives. They're always super high quality. I had seen this one on Amazon for the longest time, so I finally decided to go on their site and pick myself up one. Especially when you first get on their site, if you haven't bought anything before, you can get a 10% discount code. So that's what I did by signing up, whatever. So this is the Ridgeback. I first learned about this one, I think, from my buddy Donnie B All Day. That's one channel that I recommend watching. I love Donnie's channel. He tests knives like myself, and he's really funny as well. Definitely go show him some love. And another channel that I watch all the time that does the same type of testing and stuff, he does a little bit more than I do, is my buddy Scab from Choir Boys Cutlery. I'll leave a link down below to both of their channels. Love both their channels a lot. And if you're not already subscribed to them, definitely go check them out. So let's get into this one. This is the Ridgeback, like I said, and this thing is bad. This one just came in the day, so I didn't get to take it with me in the woods. Oh, it would have been fun. You got a nice spear point blade there, Scandi ground. And when I say this thing, they got it ridiculously sharp. I'm not sure the OEM. I'm thinking Bestech. They said this is micarta, but it looks like a G10 micarta. Looks like the black may be G10 and the micarta may be the blue. I could be wrong. It might just be because of that milling pattern. I don't know if you can see that. It's got a nice fine milling pattern in there, micro milling. Bolt on. I love the little divot right there for, doing these types of cuts on a cutting board. This will be a great camp knife. It's a nice size knife. We'll bring that LT Wright back out. I didn't know the size of this one until I got it in hand. I didn't look at the specs either, so that's not that I care the size, but there you go. So it's a nice big old blade, and if it's anything like the quality of my other off-grid knives, yeah, it's gonna be great. 14C 28N steel, that's another awesome thing, so I can easily touch this up. And being it's a Scandi grind, let's see, is it a true Scandi? Yep, it looks like a 0 ground Scandi. It might have a micro bevel on there. Can't really tell from looking through the camera, but it's either a micro bevel or they just polished it. But talk about, when I say sharp, this thing is sharp. Nice thick scales there, so it's comfortable. The Kydex sheath, their sheaths are always awesome. Nice positive retention. You already have like a dangler set up right there. Put that on your belt, and that way it'll be able to move around. You got a drainage hole right there. Nice thick Kydex, and just listen to this nice click. Nice positive click there. This one's gonna be fun to play around in the woods with. So we'll get to my Grail. I've always wanted one of this guy's knives. Super popular, and it's a Winkler. That thing is a beautiful. Definitely won't be my last Winkler. One of the coolest sheath setups I've ever seen. You know, I don't have tons of fixed blades. I have a good bit. But this is the SD, and this is SD2. And you can get it with this clip, which I like this clip. I clipped it to the side of my pocket when I went in the woods, because I haven't had this one for a really long time yet. So I wanted to get some testing on it so I could see if it was going to make it in my EDC fixed blade video or not, because this is that perfect size. And then, oof, look at this beauty. Got a nice drop point. You can either get it in this drop point or clip point. The drop point is just a much more utilitarian blade shape, and it's going to work for a lot of stuff that I use it for. So it's made more sense for me. You can get it with several different kinds of handle material. I went with natural canvas micarta. So when I say comfortable, this thing is comfortable. My buddy Bob DeMarco ought to like this from the Knife Junkie. Yeah, I know he wants one of these too. I saved up for this one for a while, and I sold a few things, and now I own one for myself. It's got a, I think it's a black oxide finish on it. I'll definitely have to take care of this one because it's in EDC RV2, which is a good, super tough tool steel, I think it is, or carbon steel, one of the two. Look at that. True master craftsman right there. Look at that taper in the tang. It's a full tang. See how it gets skinnier all the way to the back? That's so you can keep the balance point right where it needs to be. Look at that. Nice. Yeah, this thing is really, really fun. It's more, I would have to say, more suited for, you know, a heavier duty user because it's not super thin. You can feel it when you say you're cutting like cardboard and stuff like that. But when I'm cutting materials like on a flat cutting surface, it did excellent. I don't know if I had that footage, but if not, I'll probably do a full review on this one. The jimping, I didn't think that was going to do much, but it definitely grabs a hold of you. It's borderline too sharp, but I can easily overshoot that, so it's not an issue for me. I will probably cut a choil in there, so when I sharpen it, I can get all the way to the back. I'll probably try like he did, but he's doing it on a belt sharpener. I will try to keep it all the way to the back if possible. But absolutely love this one. That is the Winkler SD2. Yeah, awesome, awesome. Oh, and this is why I said I've never seen a sheath like this. At first, I was like, man, what in the world? Well, if you look at that line in the middle right there, that is like a velvet lining. And you can probably see it right there. That way, whenever you're sticking your knife in and out of the sheath, you don't scratch it all up. And these are not cheap at all. If you've ever checked out a Winkler, you know that these are expensive, especially for the size of this knife. But listen to this. It's also really, really discreet putting it in there. Now, you do want to watch out so you don't tear it, but listen. At first, I was like, what? I thought it was like a weak sheath, but super solid in there, not moving around. Super happy with this one. All right, that's all for the fixed blades. I'm sure most of y'all want to see the folders. Well, this knife right here, this is the Microtech Socom Alpha, is it? Or Alpha or Bravo? One of those two. And I reviewed this one on the channel a while back. And I always liked this design, but whenever they were released in the beginning by Microtech, I could not come close to affording it. And then they went away and they never really came back. Well, they outsourced them overseas, and Reich makes this model right here. And it was my chance to get my hands on one. And, you know, I like it. It's okay. It's nowhere, like if I had to choose between this or my USA-made Socom Elite, it'd be the Socom Elite all day, every day, because it's a much better slicer than this. And it's more comfortable in hand for me. So I picked this one up a while back. And then at Blade Show, I got to handle the Annex, and I just had to pick one up. I used to own a Tanto Annex that my wife had bought me, but I had to move that one along way back whenever I had it. And I always missed it, and I always wished they would come back out with the Annex, or Annex, I don't know how you say it. So when I saw they did this one, I knew I would at least try it out. Now, I'm going to say I've had this for, I think, a week or two, or yeah, about 2 weeks. And I've already noticed some things that I really, really don't like about the knife. Maybe deal breakers, but I'll save that for the full review of the knife. But overall, I love the aesthetics. It's a titanium integral. Just means it's a one-piece titanium. Started out as a big chunk, and then they milled it into a titanium frame lock. But yeah, definitely a good-looking knife. Wish they would stop putting the bead blast. That's one of the things I hate right there, is that bead blast finish. Ugh. But that's the first folder. Next was a pre-order that I got in on a long time ago after I reviewed the knife, and that is the Null Knives Raiden. So these finally landed, and I'm excited. I almost passed on it because I couldn't really afford it at the time, but I was able to sell some stuff, and I was able to pick one up. Super cool knife, and I know that his Voodoo model is pre-orders going live, I think this weekend or maybe tomorrow. I don't know. It's very soon, and I'll definitely be getting on the pre-order of that one. That one is outstanding. Definitely my favorite of the two, and I like this one a good bit. That is the Null Knives Raiden. I don't know if he might have some more of these like on his site or so. I'm not too sure. There you go. But if you want to get in on the Voodoo, don't miss out on the pre-order. All right, last up, we have another PMP knife, and that is this bad boy. This is the KIZER 2, and I was perusing White Mountain Knives, one of my favorite retailers, and I saw these on the site, and the first KIZER was a slip joint, and I didn't really have a need for that, so I passed on it, but I thought it was a cool looking knife. So when I saw that they did a frame lock version, I decided why not. Get a nice full flat ground blade on here. When I say this thing is a featherweight, super, super lightweight. You got contoured titanium scales. Sorry about my dog, once again. It's skeletonized in there. This thing weighs nothing. The blade steel on it is S90V. And I think KNIFETHERAPY Knives is the OEM, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know, I asked them, but front flipper design, you can do the reach around on it. You can roll it around. And mine is very, very smooth, nice and smooth, wire pocket clip. Just a overall nice package. And yeah, if you use my discount code, which is down below, I think it's STAS23 at White Mountain Knives, just check down below. If these are still available, you can use my discount code to get 10% off, which definitely helps out. I think this was a $200-something knife, if I'm not mistaken. But super cool. I will be reviewing this one now. It's crazy. PMP, you go from, let's see, you go from this bad boy to that. This is the Alpha Beast. Yeah, I could fit, look, let's see. Doing this. If I didn't have that pocket clip on there, I could definitely fit this through the scales. I started doing some testing on this one. Yeah, this is a funny one. So that is the knives that I've had. Some of these I've had for a while, just hadn't got around to doing a show and tell or unboxing of them. Definitely love to hear which ones y'all would like to see the reviews on first. I already reviewed the Raiden. If you hadn't seen that one, definitely go check it out. But these two need reviews. Which one would y'all want to see a review on first? And of the fixed blades, which one of these do y'all want to see a review on first? I have a little bit of testing footage on both of these. I think I took shots of those for that video coming soon. And like I said, if y'all enjoy my EDC fixed blade top 10s, I put a lot of work into this one coming up soon. And it's the best of the best. And I'll tell you why I came up with that 10 and why some of them didn't make it. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them down below. I hope everybody's having an absolute amazing day. I will see y'all on the next one. Peace.